So this is where we are this morning. The dog's out there playing. We got the birds a chirping. And this, folks, this is where the reading's going to take place today. Okay? Welcome, welcome. What a beautiful day it is. Moon's in Taurus, so we're all grounded. First level Earth. Taurus. Taurus can be stubborn but sturdy. And brings us closer to earthly matters. Today we should feel very grounded. You know what else is interesting about Taurus? This is an exact opposite on the wheel from Scorpio, which is like this magical water. And so the two of them are an excellent complement. Ooh, in case you were wondering, whoa, look. And what popped out was the Two of Cups. That's funny. Okay, so we're on a love journey. The Devil also popped out, though. You see how that happened? That's the journey that we're on. This is a fight with self, right? This is about working out the kinks with yourself so that you can show up better in union. That's what that is. And then we have, okay, defeat. That's good. I like to see the defeat. That's a Five of Swords. Somebody's getting defeated. And in this kind of instance, we're going to hope it's your shadow. And we're going to tell you don't defeat it. We're going to say integrate it, really. So defeat is an integration. Five of Swords. It's a struggle. It's an air struggle. It's a mind struggle. And that's okay. It's not a bad journey to be on. This is part of the, dealing with ourselves journey. And we're all doing it. We're all on it. Taurus is a good time to look at some dark things because we're pretty grounded. We can take a lot when we're that sturdy, 4 hooves on the ground, You ever seen a bull lose its balance? No, you don't. That's cute. Here we go. It says these. We're taking temperance with us. That's good. We're going to need it. This is the integration of all the forces and the ability to choose, respond, not react. Lover's energy is coming with us. That's going to help us with this Two of Cups journey. This is a sense of love in all things. This is about coming together with a whole self, an integrated inner child, which most people are walking around with an injured one. So this is about bringing our struggles from the past, from childhood, and making peace with them. That's what the Lovers is about. It's really love of self before you can love another. Two of Cups is loving another. The Prince of Wands, he keeps showing up for us. And that is forward movement, fire, energy. It's Leo. So it's this desire to be seen. It's not full fruition of the King, fire energy. So we know that there's some immaturity in this fire. But it comes with divine direction. There's definitely a connection to spirit here and a sense of purpose. And we bring that with us. We are also going to bring with us cruelty. This is, it doesn't want to hear. It's the journey. The journey is the cruelty journey. This is in our heads, by the way, 9 of Swords, but this is where we start to deconstruct those negative forces in our own head, those negative words, those negative, that inner self-talk that's not working for us. And it also happens from outside. So we're mirroring the voices and lenses of those we surround ourselves with. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. So it's also, in order to manifest this Wheel of Fortune, we're always on it, up, down, it's going to happen. It's just a question of when and how. So we control variables of Wheel of Fortune, if anything. We don't control the fact that we're always on it, and sometimes we're up, and sometimes we're down. It's a cute talk. So, however, the voices we bring with us will impact this journey. And this makes sense that this is the Devil's journey. So it's about these negative voices in our own head. It's about our own cruelty. Trust me, once you mend your own cruelty and you become softer and kinder, you attract more of the same. You get more of what you focus on. There's all kinds of lore about, the thing you feed is the thing that wins. So mind your self-talk, change your scripts, your in your head, and that'll help you leverage this wheel of fortune. And once you've managed to influence that wheel of fortune, to have the power to control self and thoughts and actions enough to impact this, you'll get some defeat. Now, it's up to us whether or not that defeat is of this shadow or whether we feel defeated. And really, it's always a toss-up. It's going to depend on how you do this journey, how you acknowledge your own cruelty. If you see something in somebody that's driving you nuts or making you, if you're having a strong emotional reaction to somebody, you need to take a moment with yourself and ask yourself how that shows up in you that you can't stand. Look at that, judgment. Yeah. Judge lest ye be judged. This is about knowing where we begin and end, and make sure that you're not projecting onto somebody else what you really need to look at for yourself. Doesn't mean it's not there. It could very well be there. It's not about qualifying whether or not this thing you can't stand is in or coming out of that other person. That's really not the question at hand. Your strong reaction says it's in you. That's for you to look at. That's your indicator. That's an announcement. It's not a bad thing. We've been taught that these emotions, these informants are naughty. And we're a little in Mercury retrograde right now. So, or not yeah, it's Mercury retrograde. Yeah, divine messengers in retrograde. So expect a bunch of that now. Strife, 5 of Wands. Okay, so the journey it's a passionate one, and it relates to creativity, connections with other people. It tests your strength. It tests your sense of spirit. Yeah, so when you start to break the boundaries and recognize where you begin and end, you will question a lot. You will fight with a lot of prior beliefs, and you may find your values shift. And you may find you come in conflict with others. Yeah, what happens is once you start changing the way you show up, as much as you'd like everybody else to just suddenly be like, oh, hey, yeah, you fixed. It doesn't work that way because they're not, right? Remember, you were seeing it in them first. It's probably still there until they, get deeper into their journey on their own way, on their own time. It took you your way, your time. It's going to take the same for them. So, we will come in contact. We will find resistance and come in contact with people that don't support this journey. And we're going to have to push through to get to the other side. So what's on the other side? That's the one. Princess of Cups. Lovely. That's lovely. Any high order of cups is going to bring good love for self and some abundance to be able to share with others. As soon as you get into the higher, the suit cards, where you've got your royalty, you've got some maturity, and you've got some wherewithal. And so once you come out of this, you're much more in tune with your emotions. Still work to do. It's a princess. It's no queen. It's no king. It's no ace. But you're on your way. And you've got all the possibilities in your hand. You hold truth, and you are in the company of others. They may not all be human, You might have to spend some alone time with nature and the elements and animals. Hey, look at my world. How do you think I got here? I didn't do this till I isolated and figured a few things out. Okay, so, oh wow, okay. So we're going to have to cope with some failure, some disappointment, and some ruin. Look at that. They all popped out together. Yeah. No risk, no return, folks. Okay. So that's rough. You're going to take it in the 3D world, you're going to take it in the emotional world, and we're going to take it in the spiritual world, intellectual world. That's a lot to lay down. What we got? 2 of Wands. Walking into the flames. Jeez. I wish I was a bearer of better news. That's not good. What's with the devil? Defeat. Defeat. Failure. Disappointment. Ruin. We're back to whose is it? Yours? Are you the one standing, embracing divine energy and earthly energy? Are you the one on the ground facing all of this? Boy, that's a heavy choice. It's a heavy choice in this. Wow. No pressure. I still think it's an integration journey. And I don't think worry serves. I think that we all know we've come at a very interesting time. And with it comes a lot of opportunity and a lot of acceptance. And a whole lot of knowing where you begin and end this judgment journey, and being careful to really be in tune with your higher self and judge yourself, you know, before you judge others, and make sure that it's to a higher calling. Sometimes these cards are struggle. I'm going to break these suckers in the center. Yeah, he agrees. You are protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Okay, so there's a whole lot more to this than we can see, and we are protected through the process. We need to trust that. And wise leader, you are a beacon for others. So this reminds us to be what we want to see. You know, if it doesn't exist, you have to be it. You'll notice that there may not be adults in the room, and then that's up to you. Maturity's in that judgment journey. Yeah. It's also in cruelty. It's in letting go of the scripts that don't serve you, and making sure that you're listening to your higher self, you know. If you're in tune with spirit, see, this is all about this defeat. See how she's got a sword to the sky and a sword to the ground? She's the conduit between the spiritual world and the physical world. She's open to flow. So she's standing in victory. This guy got stuck in his swords. Those are his swords. Those aren't her swords. Her swords are working for her. His are doing that. Protected by angels. Be a wise leader. Your beacon. Do that. If you do this journey, you get to stand tall. If not, then there's the omen. You know, there's the warning. If we don't master our wheel of fortune and the voices in our heads, if we don't become a leader of self, we will experience failure. We will experience disappointment, space between what you expect and what you get. And ultimately, ruin with our own swords. These are always our own swords, by the way. It's very important to know that no one's out to get you. I mean, people may be. Don't get me wrong. There is 3D possibilities of people wanting to come get you. And I'm not minimizing that possibility. But most of the time, we think people are thinking about us when they're not, because we are. We're thinking about ourselves. We think other people are thinking, no, they're thinking about themselves too. Most of the time, people just aren't thinking about it. They can barely think about themselves. But there are instances, obviously, where we get ourselves mixed up with the wrong people, and they may be trying to harm you. And this can happen. You don't have to be like a superstar for that. And it doesn't have to be someone coming at you with an axe or, you know, or some sort of physical weapon. There are people that will mess with your abundance because they don't know how to get their own. And this is what they do. They're just immature. So avoid them. You know? Just don't entangle with them. Minimize their value in your life. You got to have layers like Shrek. You know, you got to have layers like an onion. It wasn't Shrek, it was his donkey. Like layers. You have layers of access to you. And not everybody gets to the inners, you know? They don't deserve that. That's for you. It's a gift from the universe. Love it up. Figure it out. Get to know it. Spend time with it. Get your own cards. So these are fun. These are spirit. Oh my goodness. These are animal spirit cards. And I love it because here I do get hummingbirds right here. And the hummingbird reminds us of miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness. So how's that for affirming? Look how beautiful purple. We got a color coding going on here. It's lovely. Lovely reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Moon's in Taurus. Get your feet in the dirt. Should have had my shoes off this whole time. I'm going to take them off now and do some yoga in the sand with my animals. Have a great day and be what you want to see.